Hello and welcome to the Soulution Live Show. I'm your host, Jody Almond. In this show, we take you from struggle to success, helping you to live the rest of your life as the best of your life. And so today I'm excited to be with you as we have been discussing healthy habits, how to develop good, successful habits in your life. You know, we all have habits, right? And we all do things that are habitual, which we've already talked about, becomes something that is very much in the unconscious mind. And we do that by developing these traits or these things that we do consecutively day after day. I've shared with you already how that if you do something for 21 days, psychologists say that it becomes a habit. After 90 days, it becomes a lifestyle. So we've talked so far about identifying if we're going to develop successful habits in our life so we can achieve success, we have to identify the triggers that are destroying or sabotaging our success. Number two, we've talked about how to implement a plan of action, that you have to do it step by step, inch by inch. It's ascension, yard by yard, it becomes hard. Now, today I want to talk to you a little bit more about how to implement that plan, because so often we try to do things and it doesn't work, right? Like a lot of people make resolutions at the new year that they're going to develop a new habit. And then within 30 to 45 days, 80% of people give up, give in, quit, do not continue with their resolve. Why? It's because of the way they try to implement their new habitual practices, right? It's all about integration. And when you integrate, what you want to do is you want to add instead of taking away. Let me explain to you what I'm saying. But first, let me share with you a very popular quote by Vince Lombardi. And he said this: winning is a habit. Winning is a habit. Unfortunately, so is losing. So Vince Lombardi said winning is a habit, but unfortunately, losing is also a habit. Let me ask you, my friend, what has been your habit? Has your habit through your life of success been a winning habit or a losing habit? My purpose is to help you have a winning habit in your life. Winning habits, let's make that plural. So here's what I want to talk to you about. Behaviorists, behavior psychologists speak to 3-step patterns to help you achieve good habit forming success. These 3 are this: reminder. I've already shared this with you. The trigger that initiates the behavior. The second thing behavioral psychologists say to create and develop successful habits is the routine. Not only the reminder, but the routine, the behavior itself. What is the action you're taking? And then lastly, the reward. What is the benefit? Excuse me. What is the benefit that you gain from doing this said behavior? You see, the thing is that you'll be more likely to form lasting habits if you focus on what you're adding to your life instead of what you're taking away. In other words, think about it like this. What is the positive things you're gaining instead of the negative things you're losing? For example, if you're wanting to eat healthier, I told you for me at the first of the year, I decided I was going to eat really clean and start a new lifestyle of eating clean. So I've removed all meats other than seafood from my diet. I eat very little fried foods at all. I'm eating nuts and berries, and I've cut out all my sugars other than what is natural sugars, or maybe in a piece of bread occasionally. And so I've really made sure that I wanted to eat healthy. Now, here's the thing. I was eating a lot of sweets. I was eating a lot of chicken. I was eating pork. I was eating all these things. But how do I do this successfully? I had to make up my mind I was going to focus on the positive. What is the positive? That I get to live a longer, healthier, more sustainable life. I don't have to worry, hopefully, about taking any kind of medications in the long term of my life. My cholesterol should be good. Everything should be looking good in my physical body because of the clean lifestyle that I'm living in, my dietary habits, right? And so with that, what I'm trying to say is I have to focus on the positive. I have to focus on the positive and what I'm gaining. So here's an example. Instead of maybe you taking away your favorite ice cream, instead say something like this: well, instead of taking away my ice cream, you know what I'm going to add to? I'm going to add something healthy. I'm going to add more fruits and veggies to my meal plans. I'm going to add more of this to my meal plans. Or maybe I'm going to exercise. So I'm going to keep my ice cream at least twice a week, but I'm going to exercise 5 times a day. You see what I'm saying? You focus on the positive instead of worrying about taking away the negative necessarily right off the bat, especially. because what I find happens is the act of adding will help you avoid feeling deprived, and it's going to set you up for long-term success. You see, you can apply this not only to your diet, to your diets and your dietary plan, but you can also apply this to your business. You can apply this to any aspect of your life when it comes to habits. Here's another example. Maybe you're married like I am. And maybe you say, well, you know, it's my habit just to come in from work or to get up in the morning and just go about doing whatever I do. I fix my coffee, I sit down, I read the paper, I watch the news, whatever, right? So I'm going to develop a new habit to make my home more loving. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to develop the habit of every morning when I wake up and my wife or my husband enters the room, I'm going to say, good morning. How did you sleep? I hope you're feeling well today. You know, is there anything I can do for you today? Just 3 or 4 simple little remarks or questions like that. You know what's going to happen is you do that over 21 days and over 90 days and over the rest of your life, you're going to develop a new healthy habit for success in your relationship. Now, what you have to do is you have to focus on the realism of it, right? You have to focus on the fact that I'm going to make this a positive thing, and I'm going to make sure that my family unit is very strong by being positive and positively reinforcing that. The negative would be, oh, I'm taking away my paper. I'm taking away the news for 5 minutes or 10 minutes of my day to say that in the morning. Listen, set the paper down, turn the news off for a minute, and just talk for a few minutes. You see, you can apply this to business as well. You could say in business that I want to develop a healthy habit, a positive habit, and I shared this one yesterday. This is one I'm actually getting ready to implement in my life. If you know anything about me, let's be transparent. I'm not a morning person. Well, I'm a morning person. I'm a morning person that can stay up with you till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and then go to bed. But I'm not a morning person in the aspect of getting up. It's not who I am. I was born at night. I've always been a night owl. It's just not who I am. But I'm getting ready to implement. Implement is what we're talking about. I'm getting ready to implement this very soon in my life, and maybe you want to in yours, because it's been proven, all right? It's statistically proven that most successful business people start their day at 5 a.m. and get so much accomplished between 5 and 9 a.m. that it's ridiculous in their personal and professional life. So guess what I'm doing? Starting next week, I'm going to begin implementing this strategy and see how it works. Why? Because I'm going to focus on the positive. Because I promise you, the negative is I'm not a morning person. I don't like to get up very early in the morning. I can stay up all night long, get a lot of great work done at night, but I'm not a morning person. So I have to focus on the positive of this. What is the positive? I can get a lot accomplished between 5 and 9 and then have the rest of my day to do some appointments and to spend with my family and to do what I need to do for my church. So you see, I can do those things and I can do it effectively. And I believe in my mind, I'm positively thinking I can do so much more by trying this strategy than what I'm getting accomplished the other way. Because sometimes I am tired when it comes 11 p.m. at night to 4 a.m. in the morning. My mind is tired, my body's tired. So guess what we're going to do next week? We're going to implement this strategy and see how it works. Because once you succeed, you see, once you begin to think about ways to integrate one positive habit into your daily routine at a time, once you succeed, you keep challenging yourself to add more. That's what I do. I say, well, that worked. Why don't I try this? Why don't I try that? Which has led me to the 5 a.m. principle. I'll be updating you on how that works, by the way. Soon you'll be well on your way to numerous good habits for the long haul. You see, my friend, my desire is for you to find success in your life. And so many of us are struggling because we have habits that aren't cohesive and aren't conducive to our success. And so what I want to do is I want to help you have great habits in your life, help you develop healthy habits in your life that can help you reach your pinnacle for success, to maximize your potential. Because this is the Soulution Live Show where we take you from struggle to success so that you can live your best. I hope you know that I'm praying for you to be blessed, and I'm always, my friend, praying for your success. Have a great day.